How you doing on time?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm just hot.
Yeah.
Can we
too.
explain that I'm actually at a race?
Yes. Why are there less motorcycles under the Christmas trees?
You know, I've got 2 kids. It's tough for a parent. You don't see as many motorcycles under the tree as you used to, but you don't see as many kids outside playing either. There's a whole bunch of empty baseball fields around here. There's a whole bunch of empty soccer fields. We just have a generation that is doing a lot more stuff indoors. Where we're hurting is the grassroots, the mom and pop level, and I don't know how to change that.
What is wrong with motorcycles? Those are dangerous. Those pollute the environment. Those tear up the earth. There's not enough places to ride.
The motorcycle industry started to fall back a little bit when 4-strokes first came out. They were expensive. And then in 2008, when we had the recession here, the motorcycle industry as a whole, street bike, motor, everything nearly halved. We needed to recover for all the brands.
I see the cost of bikes have gone up and up and up and up, but the salaries of the blue-collar people that are buying the bikes, I don't see their salaries going up by 40–50% over the last 10 years. It's not going in the right direction.
Is it safe to say that you're not going to stop until you win another Motocross of Nations?
That's what I would like, yeah.
Can you make a promise that you're not going to stop until you win one?
I won't quit.
USA!
But this coming the nation is going to be probably the most difficult ever for America to win. The schedule is not favorable to the US. It's 5 weeks after the last national. We're already preparing for Supercross. It's on a completely man-made sand track. It's basically beach sand dumped over a road race course. The Dutch actually should have won last year in the US here, but they're going to be much tougher there.
You may get asked to prepare these guys for a sand track that they probably never even ridden anything like this.
Yeah.
With guys like Hurlings and Crowley and Belgium, the Netherlands, all those teams that just grew up in that.
Not that it's not challenging anyway. This one doubles up the odds. By the time we've done 2 seasons with this intensity, with this heat, we are going to go into their backyard and tear up their lawn. I want him to be touching on that red, okay?
With
But he's
the red
pacing.
line?
Yes, that red line there, that's where I want more of, because that's race right there. He's hovering. He's not in a bad zone, but he's not in the premium. He still has some ammunition. Doing a couple 3-lappers now. I want to see some performance.
No, it's 3.
2.
2 threes?
Yeah. And don't you laugh too much.
Let me tap your mouth.
Don't you start laughing too early. Look at you slacking in the beginning too. Look at this guy playing games in the beginning, looking at the squirrels.
What was my Because I'm a little bit tired from yesterday.
No, that's not.
Where are you at with Marvin? He's like the 2nd place guy behind Tomac. He hasn't really won that big premier championship yet. You guys just signed him for a few more years. What does he still need to do to be that guy?
I think be less emotional when he makes a mistake.
One of the Rockstar Huskies has got the start. Oh, and a rider down.
Muskin was the one that went down. Disastrous start for him.
Joey Savacci in the green 17 is going to lead them into turn 1. Muscat again is down early and is going to have to go into comeback mode for the 2nd straight race.
One of the cool things about Marvin and surprising that he has not stopped improving, and that's unusual. Usually riders don't improve much after they're like 25, you know.
He's on the inside again. Roxon's got to grease the outside of this corner, and he does. Oh, they almost land on each other. Marvin, he's able to take the lead from Roxon. Marvin Muscat wins the overall here. Everyone funneling and banging bars on the inside, and it's Muscat for the 2nd week in a row. Red Bull KTM's Marvin Muscat is going to be the overall winner.
If you look the last 3 years, he has been 2nd or 3rd in each championship. So it's not much, there's that last little thing, you know, to win a championship.
Come on, Marv! Cooper went running the wide line, and it's going to result in a pole shot. Oh, no! Marvin Muscat Musquin is down and trapped under the motorcycle. He's quickly back to the bike, but that's a huge shakeup.
That's been the story of Marvin's season.
Yeah, he hasn't won one of those major titles, but he's been in the fight every year, and that shows how much, he wants it. And not just once in a while, like every single championship. He's been outdoors in Supercross every year for a couple of years.
Battle for the lead on our hands now. Crowd loving it here at Washougal. Now Tomac's gonna try the outside here. Who's gonna win the battle out of the corner? Tomac's got it! Musquin did everything he could, but it wasn't enough. Eli Tomac to the lead.
We've been dealing with injuries too during the season and stuff, but he still hasn't missed races either. I feel like even in the toughest times when he was not 100%, like the team did see that he was giving everything he had. And that commitment is a lot. Everything he did, he gave it all. So no regrets there.
Can Roczen and Musquin stave off championship elimination? Or is Eli Tomac about to take his third straight championship in this division? Good start for Tomac, but he's going to get pitched off. It's going to be Osborne. He pushes Musquin out. That actually helped Tomac move to second, and now Tomac to the lead.
Definitely got to be a little frustrating for Marvin knowing that he's going to be eliminated.
For the third year in a row, Eli Tomac is a Lucas Oil Pro Motocross 450 champion.
Definitely the bad results that hurts you physically, mentally. You know you're capable of winning or doing good, but things happen and you question yourself. I'm gonna turn 30. We've seen many riders retiring before that. So me and my wife, we do talk about it, but at the end of the conversation, it's like, what else we would be doing? I mean, yeah, I have a kid and stuff like that, but we want to enjoy it as much as I can. I mean, I feel pretty good. I don't want to look at my age, really. It's not because I'm turning 30 that I can't win anymore,
When you were a kid and you realized that you wanted to be a racer, how soon after did you know that you needed to come to America?
I don't even know myself. It's just, I remember right after school, I would ask my mom just to drive straight to the track. Didn't want to go home, especially in summer, the days are longer, and my brother, my dad, my friends, they're already there. All I wanted to do is come here to the US and race that biggest championship in the world, so that's about it.
You don't look. Which president was it for? George Washington.
Yep.
The first president of the United States.
Yep, thank you, George.
Do you want me to take a picture of all of you guys?
If you don't mind.
Yes. Americans came to liberate, not to conquer, to restore freedom and end tyranny. Thank you, America. We needed your help. Oh my gosh! Look at the view!
I was a teenager during the 50s, and Europe was very aware that they got a lot of help from America, and pretty much every movie you saw, if you went to the theater, was American-made movie, Those movies, they always had a happy ending. Everybody had a swimming pool and had a Cadillac, and pretty much everybody looked up to America for, that's the place, that's the best there is. For me, it was kind of like a dream, and like a distant dream. One day I want to go there, And then I got to come here, and then obviously not everybody had a swimming pool, and not everybody had a Cadillac, but there was a lot of opportunity and so many possibilities in the US.
I was feeling nostalgic last night when I watched on any Sunday, but I think nostalgia can be dangerous. You could sit here and talk about the way it used to be, or you could look towards the future. We can build this sport for our children and our grandchildren and invest in giving them the same experience that we got. So how do we fight this?
It's getting people to just do it. I'm not saying every time it's perfect, but I think in a lot of cases it's been great for families. When you're a kid and you ride a bike, that feeling of freedom and control and enjoying it are with you for life. I know just here in our company with the GNCC and our off-road group, they sometimes get 1,700 riders in one race. KTM is working on a new EVE Bike 50, and this bike can go from a 50 up to a 65. So you can change the height of the bike, you can change the bodywork of the bike, and these are ways to try and reduce the cost to the parents buying a motorcycle for the first time. If you had a small electric bike that your kid can ride in the backyard and it's not irritating the neighbor with the sound or whatever, who knows where it's gonna go.
Dirt biking is tough. Riding dirt bikes is dangerous. We all know it. Like, we've all known it since we were little kids, throwing our legs over 60s. Like, you knew then when you hit the ground that it hurt. That's why the sport is as amazing as it is. It's not simple, it's not easy. You have to be so fit, and it's you, it's a machine. Outdoors, it's 39 other guys that you're battling. That head-to-head competition, I mean, it doesn't quite exist in any other form of professional sports. I think that's why so few people will actually succeed at it.
I don't think there's a better way to spend your weekend. Go to a motocross track and dad is the mechanic, mom is the pit boss. Plus, there's just the sheer joy of riding dirt bikes. I like the community of this. I like the commitment we all make. I feel like I know more people at a motocross race than I know in my neighborhood. And I wouldn't trade this for the world. I've always said, if I ever won the lottery, I wouldn't quit my job. I'd be late for work on Monday, but I'd still be there sooner or later.
Probably for Motorsports, I think, is the best combination between man and machine. Overall, the team can do a lot to help the rider, but once they're behind the gate, it's mostly the rider.
Last year, we just got cleaned up at the Motocross of Nations. To an American, it stings a little because we were used to just winning everything. But the dollars are earned on the Supercross track. So if you take that as your main motivation to go out and win a Supercross title, I don't know how the culture and the way that this event is viewed is ever going to change.
I know for a fact that Roger does not want to stop with anything until he's got that title back on American soil. He loves it so much, it's important. So I think we'll get it back.
Eli is an awesome rider. He just won his third national championship. It would be cool to have him, but at the same time for him, it would be cool to have a Supercross title also. So if they feel that they need to sit out the nation this year for that reason, then that's their choice, you know. But it's cool that somebody is willing to take the chance and put in the effort. There's nobody that wants to go to the nation more than Osborne.
So why would you put yourself in this situation? It may be one of the toughest races of your life.
I guess because I love to suffer. I could just take September mostly off, but I feel an obligation for my country. It was one of my first dreams as a racer to be part of those 3 guys that get selected each year, and we have some of the best riders in the world. There's a lot of haters, you know, that we've been called already the B team and all this stuff, but at the present moment, we're the best guys that could be chosen that are willing to go.
If Roger wants to win one more, then I think we're in good hands.
I agree.
Because look what you guys did here at KTM. Look what he's done throughout his career. I mean, you guys are winners. That's all we need is somebody with his presence, charisma, history to guide the ship.